And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Bring it down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 21-yard line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Hurry up.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, exit. They
run the draw play. This is White. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen. Big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Any day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Not today, you are. Not today. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Hey, high 7.
The Mike. 44's the Mike. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bravo.
44, Mike, 44. Come to my work.
Go.
We want it. Come to my work.
Hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man open, that's Harry. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2nd and 4. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, here's White. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready. 8 read. 80 weapons.
49, check 49, check 49. Check.
Hey, Delta. 5.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
What we got?
Now Allen. And Thomas has it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got some space here. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, wahoo!
On play action, Allen. Caught by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 13 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead.
56.
Now Allen again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go!
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Tighten up. Bang, 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 bang.
Hit it.
They start the drive with White. And an alley to run. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, 4 down.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
25 yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
General West. Now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete. James White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Allen now on first down. That one complete to Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down, Buffalo.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21,
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Hey, hold on. Hey, orbit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
10 yards on the pickup.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing something. Y'all playing the wrong.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Show it up, show it up. Kill, kill, kill.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, white. Yep. 5.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Yeldon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey, check round 80. Alert.
He'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Allen now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering,